Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are in prime time. Motormouth broadcasting round 2, season 11. Heart-to-Heart Motorsports Truck Series Championship. And oh, baby, I hope y'all got your cowboy hats ready, got your 6-shooters and your shot of whiskey. We're going at it here at Texas Motor Speedway. You'll see it all live here tonight on Motormouth Broadcasting. Good evening, folks. I'm the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves, my good buddy, Big Jim Cunningham, co-commentating, producing, getting ready for a wild one here tonight. Jim, buddy, it's been a hell of a week. How are you, sir? We're back at it with Heart to Heart.
I'm good, man. Good to be here with you. It's been a hell of a week this week. We Daytona 500 today, racing here at Texas tonight. Yesterday was Valentine's Day. You know, my wife and I, we Mardi Gras, so we rode in our last Mardi Gras parade of the year yesterday. So I'm still struggling with a hangover from that. But other than that, it's all. I tell you what, man, the older you get, the more they hurt. You know, it didn't used to be this bad. But no, we all good, man. I'm excited to be here at Texas, back here. We right here in my home state now, where I live, and so this one we named this one. This is going to be the Motormouth broadcast in Texas 120, just because we're here in my home state, so we'll enjoy that. But yeah, man, I'm excited for this one. I think this is going to be some good action tonight. Looks like we're going to have 24 cars here tonight. What a field. I mean, they have really done a fantastic job in the off season. And, you know, when I rewrote the opening for this video, you know, I talked about the fact that we get this influx of young talent here and these fast guys. And some of these old veterans are going to have to, you know, pay attention, or, you know, it's going to be a tough year for them. They got a lot of challenges out here this year.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You know, they got a huge amount of challenges like Scott Cassidy, BJ Lane the third, and also Bobby Joe. Some of those guys trying to get themselves in gear to have good finishes like they did in season 10. But certainly now they are already in a hell of a hole from what happened last week in my home state, ironically enough, of Atlanta Motor Speedway. And I'm telling you, baby, this is going to get interesting. It's going to get real fun to see what these old boys has got for another 11 weeks, I believe it is. It's a 12-week season right here with Heart to Heart. And it goes by in a hurry, Jim. I mean, it really does. I mean, last season went by in a hurry, and I'm sure this one will as well. As you see James Borden, 69, working his way around the quad oval of Texas Motor Speedway. And granted, folks, I mean, you know, Texas, it's been around for a good while. Like, literally, I mean, it's been around since, I believe, 1997, if I'm not mistaken. And they had the legacy version of the Texas Motor Speedway on here. Correct me if I'm wrong on this one, Jim. Very first winner at Texas, I believe, might have been Jeff Burton, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was the very first driver to win here at the Texas Motor Speedway, which is a pretty cool deal.
I should know that, but you know, the one that stands out to me the most for some reason was Carl Edwards. You know, Carl Edwards got around this place pretty good. And I was a big Carl Edwards fan back in, especially in his early days when he was still kind of the underdog, you know, so to speak. But I'm not sure, but this place is, you know, it's a fun track to drive, but it is tough. It's tough on tires, you know, which that's what I really love to see here is the fact that we're seeing these tracks that are, you know, that are tough on tires that make these guys drive these trucks, you know, and I like that. Those are my kind of tracks, you know, so I get excited every time we come to one of these.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And, you know, looking, you know, just at some of the stuff, because this is actually the second version of the Texas Motor Speedway. Obviously, you know, around 2017, that's when they repaved it, they reconfigured it and everything else. But like I said, it was made, obviously in 1997 was when the very first race was run here. But, like I said, then they reconfigured it around. A lot of people actually, I'll just go ahead and just be honest with you on this one, Jim. I'll be blunt. A lot of people griped about this whole deal. A lot of people hate this configuration of the Texas Motor Speedway. A lot of them prefer the legacy version.
Yes.
Of Texas Motor Speedway before the reconfiguration because of just turn one. Everybody hated turn one here for this track because of just how wide it is and how you don't really see a whole lot of movement up on the outside. But in recent years, from the races that I've watched here on this particular configuration of Texas Motor Speedway, that outside lane can get a run. You just got to know what the hell you're doing when you're up there on that top side and be able to try to make it work. You got to know what the hell you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, then it ain't going to work.
That's
which
right.
Really could be any damn where, to be honest with you.
Oh, Cornprost just jumped it up to the top right there. Look at that. Nice run. Nice lap right there.
Wow.
Yeah, that was quick. Very nice.
Damn, Austin Cornprost. Nice. Wow.
Let's see what Bobby Joe does here. He's on his second lap, so this is they seem to be improving on their second laps here so far. So, we'll see how this goes with him. He's 3/10, almost 3.5 tenths off of the pole on that first lap. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, see what he ends up pulling off right here is Bobby Joe going to hit the line this time around all the way up. P2, baby. 30.122. Not able to hit the 30 flat or 30.055 that Cornprost hit on his lap. So if anybody wants a shot, they're probably going to have to either hit a 30.054 or they're going to have to hit a 29 if they want to have any shot. And trying to make it interesting, trying to get there. I don't see it happening, though.
Yeah, 29's possible, man. Casanave still hadn't turned a lap yet. Cullison's out there. There's still a couple quick guys out there. I think Caruso just posted his lap. So where'd he jump up to 13th? But yeah, we still got Casanave out there, man. He's certainly capable of beating this by a half second. I mean, a half second on a track like Texas is a lot, but it's certainly possible. Let's see what this first lap looks like. That's going to tell us a lot.
See what old Scotty Casaneve's got right here. By the way, Jim just went back and looked at the history here at Texas, the very first race here. Yes, Jeff Burton, 99, Exide Ford.
Yeah,
got the very first win for the NASCAR.
Too.
There you go, baby.
That's Carl Edwards' car, same car, the 99.
Well, Carl Edwards has won here as well.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Numerous drivers have won here at Texas. Obviously, Jeff Burton, Mark Martin, Texas Terry Labonte, Dale Jr., Kenseth, Jarrett. I mean, literally, you name it. Greg Biffle has won here a couple of times here at here at Texas. Kyle Busch. I mean, hell, you name it.
Well, Kyle Busch
pretty much won it here at Texas.
Kyle Busch won a couple times here, didn't he? Look at Casanave. Nope. Second. Got it up to second.
Damn.
Close. Gonna start on the front row
off.
Though. Less Nicholas Mader can knock him off the front row there. Let's see what Mader's got going on. Man, he got away from the Tow Mader truck, man. I don't know how I feel about that.
You know what would be hell? Like, seriously, if Mader was to start up here on the front row and then you got the Lightning McQueen and you got the Mader and he didn't run the Mader truck. That would have been sad if he could have – if he could have made it work.
That would have been
seriously.
That would have been funny, yeah. But he's a good bit off. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's a half second off on lap one. That's a big jump up, man, to get up there. That's a big improvement. He's green in the first section, which means he's faster, but he ain't purple.
No, he's not purple, but Mader's got the 22. Good. Almost caught the grass right there. Almost got himself in a bad spot.
Yeah,
he didn't really gain much. I mean, he might have gained about a couple of hundreds, if that.
Yeah,
so Nicholas Mader going to go up to 18th.
Yeah, he just, he got a good first sector there, but he did not get off of turn 3 and 4 very well there at all. So, Well, that's I mean, that's 18th. You know, he'll have a little work cut out for him. There's plenty of time to recover from that. You know. Let's see. We got anybody else? No, that's it. That's everybody, I think.
I mean, Jumping Joe Flash Flack back there, he hasn't read his lap yet. So it's really 24 drivers. He may be thinking just going to
still go out. He can still go out, but he's still got time to get 3 laps in. You know, only 30-second laps, so but he needs to go though. But I don't.
Yeah, he does need to go.
I don't think he is though. I think he'd already be out there if he was. But, I don't know, man. Corn Prost and Castanave on the front row. There's a shocker for you. So much for the young, new influx of talent there. He got those two right. And BJ is on. Look, hey, that's a hell of a – we didn't even talk about that. That's a hell of a qualifying run from BJ. Third?
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's not typically qualified way up in the front like that. You know, that's a good qualifying run for him. What do you think? You think we're going to see a couple of cautions tonight, or you think he could go caution free?
I think we might be able to go caution free. Good possibility to see how that would work out. Possibly get a caution free, maybe not. I mean, we thought maybe, last week, at Atlanta. Well, I mean, old Atlanta really, I mean, if you run through that damn thing and you run 100 laps there and you don't get a caution, you're doing something like seriously. There's some serious stuff going on at that point. But I mean, I think maybe it'll happen. As we're looking over our race details, obviously for that, obviously at 80 lap feature, these guys going about 48 and a half laps, which I don't know why you would want to take that half a lap. So you might just want to go ahead on the 48, maybe go to 49, depending on the lifting and everything else. So the pit window obviously going to open up between 45 and 50, which means they're only going to need to make one pit stop if it went green.
Yeah.
Now, granted, there is the option where if there's a caution, bust them on that. They might go ahead and get 4 tires or whatever on that matter. One thing that we're seeing also, obviously, one faster pair, 3 sets of tires, caution and black flags called by iRacing, 2 green, white checkered attempts. The one thing I will say about this is we're getting ready to go green. Obviously, the setup, by McCody, fixed setup. They're going by a 16-to-1 ratio, and Jim, I don't think we've ever explained that to the fans. I'll explain it very, very quickly. That 16-to-1 ratio, these drivers have an option in a fixed setup to either run like a 12-to-1, a 14-to-1, a 16-to-1. They go all the way down to a 10-to-1 or an 8-to-1. I'm not 100% if they can go 6-to-1. I think 8's about as low as you can go on these trucks, so I think 8 is. But basically what that is, and I'm actually using my sim wheel as I'm talking about this, is the lower that number is, the more quicker the response will be for that wheel when you're turning it into the corner. So the 16-to-1, you got it up. It means that, you're going to have to crank that wheel even more and more, but you're not going to have that twitchiness going into the corner where you could easily burn up the right front tire.
Exactly. It keeps you from overturning the tire in the corners and causing excessive tire wear. So personally, I like to run a lower. I like the car to be real responsive and kind of twitchy. I would guess that you're probably just the opposite of that because that's how you and I are.
It depends. Now, if it's super speedway like it's been at Daytona for the official races this week, you damn right I wanted it 10. I want it to be responsive. So, but here we go, getting the starting grid lined up. Round 2, HRT2HEART Motorsports Truck Series, Austin Corn Pro, Scott Castanave, 2 of the big dogs from last season. Obviously, Scott Castanave, your defending series champion for the HRT2HEART Motorsports Truck Series. Row 2, you got BJ Lane III, Bobby Joe. Up here, row 4, got a couple veterans up here with HRT2HEART, and then you flip-flop back. You got Dan Cullison on the outside, row number 3, Vincent Short, one of the newer drivers here with HRT2HEART. We go back to row number 4. There you see Lucas Wright, 71. Bud Light Mike, good qualifying effort for him.
It is.
Starting up here in P8. And then row number 5, you got to find Benny Jones and Alan Moore rounds out the top 10. And we ain't done yet. Steve Harrison back here starting on the outside of row 12. Fighting the sickness here tonight. And Trevor Quisenberry starting in P11, won in Atlanta last week. Ryan Perone, Jason Coffey making up row number 7. You go back to row number 8, and you got Andrew Lohmeyer and Frank Caruso. Andrew Lohmeyer, watch out for this 31, was very fast last season. We'll see if he can do it here tonight. Rusty Robinson and Toe Mater, Nicholas Mater making up row 9. In the top 20, you will find Troop Holden to the outside in the Texas Terry Labonte car, or truck rather, in P20 with James Borden right there to his inside in the 19th spot. And then right behind them, you got Charles Unruh and William Yoakum, Matt Yoakum's cousin. Jumping Joe Flash Flank decided not to run. Wet Wrestler out there as well. Here we go, 23 of them gonna slide it up here tonight at Texas. Green flag in the air. Round 2 is underway, son. Oh, baby. Jim, you heard it a while ago on the one soundboard I got. Port Lariat crowd, we're ready for heart to heart. Corn Pro's down on the inside.
BJ.
We got a spin. BJ laid the third off, too.
He didn't spin it, but he almost lost it, and he is I think he got down there to go to the back intentionally. That's, kind of his move, but I think he got away from him there. I don't think he intended for that to happen, but I might be wrong on that. But, he typically wants to go to the back sometimes, so that's not uncommon.
Yeah, I don't think so on that. Well, possibly. I doubt that he, like you said, just pulling down at the bottom of the racetrack, just trying to let everybody go right there. He looked like he was already sideways trying to straighten it out. Look at these drivers already. Go ahead, Jim.
No, I was going to say, yeah, he did look like he was already sideways, though. That's what made me kind of hesitate to say that. But I was just wondering if he just, when he went to turn it down, it kind of got loose on him, I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. But either way, he's at the back now, whether he wanted to be or not.
Absolutely. There's Jason Coffey right there at 46, one of the new drivers here. There's Andrew Lohmeyer down to the inside, trying to work his way up through the field. As we got a battle for the lead going on. Scott Cassidy, fastest lap of the race, hit a 30.059. And remember, Jim, what happened last week at Atlanta. Scott Cassidy barely finishing in the top 20 from that incident that he had in that race. Also, Bobby Joe having issues as well. They need to get their season going tonight. It has to happen tonight. They have got to get going and try to make something happen to try to get back into the points battle that they're already in one hell of a hole already from the start.
Yeah, they are. There's more drivers in the field though this year, so that's gonna that's gonna throw a little monkey wrench into plans as far as I think you're able with more drivers to have an off week and still be able to survive it. Last year, you couldn't. Bobby Joe had one off week and he couldn't recover to win the championship because Castanev never had one. I think it's going to be a little different this season. I think you can afford to have an off week. Those two just happen to have theirs in week 1,
Yeah, very good possibility, as we're also seeing out there in the live chat. Obviously, Joe will be parking it tonight. Might have had a little bit too much crown, I guess. That's why Joe's going to already park it. He hasn't even crooked the truck up. He just said, to hell with it. We're here for the points, and we're out of here. Not a problem with that, I guess. John Harris out there, big Holden fan, number 27. Obviously, a guy is consistent. Obviously, you're talking about Troop Holden. He's back there, the 18th spot. Being consistent, that might be able to bail you out here at Texas, Jim, because you got to be consistent with your line, be consistent with your tires. Don't burn your stuff up. Take care of your stuff. There's Bobby Joe trying to take care of a little something up here at the front. Corn Pro's up top. Bobby Joe was low. Now, you got the front 3. Now make it 4. Hell, make it top 5. Down in the center where Grandpappy has the moonshine from Granny on the white line. And look at this hornet's nest back here behind Bud Light Mike. Good God.
Yeah, behind him, it's really packing up back there. Look at this. This is where the racing's happening back here.
This was where the caution may end up happening, Jim. You were talking about is there going to be a caution. I'm not saying anything bad here. I mean, we know, Jim, that, Heart to Heart Motorsports, obviously, they prided themselves last season on, not having a whole lot of cautions.
Right.
And I'm not saying anything bad about that by no means, no stretch or nothing. But when there's more trucks out there on the track like they have here this season, you got more shots of having somebody screw up and slide up and something happen, and then you end up getting cautions, especially when they're this damn close. Something's going to happen one way or another. There's Quisenberry. Remember, won the race last week in Atlanta. He's technically coming into tonight the championship point leader.
Yeah.
And Quisenberry started from the back last week, Jim. Started about 15th or so, give or take on that, remember. And then he comes up there and he wins the damn race. So Quisenberry starting kind of deep in the field, about midway back. What will that 6 do? Will he be able to capitalize and do the same thing he did last night, or last week, rather? Only time will tell.
Well, yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see how he gets around this place. This is a different track than Atlanta, especially old classic Atlanta. So we'll see. But I'm just excited to see how the season starts to develop, and to see, like, for example, Lucas Wright last week, man, he was fast, qualified on the pole, had a good early run in that race, was plenty quick, got into some trouble, didn't get the results to show for it. What's he going to do? Obviously Quisenberry wins the race, coming from way back in the field, but, is he going to have it every week, or was that a one-off kind of thing, Andrew Lohmeyer, he's kind of marred back here around 13th place right now. Guy was fast last year, probably played it a little too conservative for a little bit of the season. Speaking of conservative, boy, that thing just stepped out on him right there. He got it gathered back up, but he what's he going to do this year? Is he going to get up front and run up front, or is he going to play the conservative game again,
There ain't no telling, to be honest with you. Obviously, that's the cool thing about this right here, Jim. When we sit here and we watch these races here with Heart to Heart Motorsports, is that we can speculate. Obviously, we can speculate. We speculated before the season started that, Scott Castanave, he's going to have a damn good shot. He would be one driver that we would be watching when we went to Atlanta. And guess what? Nah, didn't happen. Matter of fact, defending series champion spins the tires on one of the last restarts and ends up blowing it. And I ain't trying to take a shot at him or nothing, but he more or less did. Yeah, he more or less did him, and he blew it. And nobody saw that coming. So that's the cool thing that we've noticed here in this series, Jim, me and you, is that we can speculate all we want to on what we think is going to happen here with the Heart to Heart Motorsports Truck Series. But at the same time, we're fans at heart, just like everybody else out there watching.
Absolutely.
Heart, no pun intended. There you go. But we're fans at heart, just like the rest of these old boys is out here watching live on Motormat Broadcasting. We don't know what the hell is going to happen when the green flag drops. That's the cool thing about racing. You just never know.
That's right. And I tell you what, man, you're right. We didn't see that coming from Castanave, and that was a straight-up mistake on his part, obviously, and I'm sure he would have been the first to say that, but, and then also something else we didn't talk about here just a minute ago, Alan Marr, Rusty, and Alan Marr and Robinson last week on the podium, Marr, I mean, that was a great start to the season for him, and here he is. He spends a lot of time up around the front. He did last year, and he is again, right? He's up there right now. Is that a sign of things to come from him? Is he going to have a stronger year this year?
Very good possibility right there with Alan Marr. Honestly, Jim, we've seen here in this series that consistency is going to pay. That's just how it is. That's just how it is with the Heart to Heart guys. That's how they have their points set up. That's how the season's set up and everything. So, I mean, and check it out right here. Here's the cam right here, the cam you was talking about last week and on Atlanta right here. Get the driver's point of view.
I love it.
Of what the driver is seeing right there. That is absolutely awesome. And you see him. I mean, obviously, you see Corn Pro sending this damn thing into 3 and 4, and just how fast it is. I mean, just how quick, you got to send it in there. Let's take a lap with him right here, Jim, as we're riding in right here. There's Corn Pro, drives it in, running that middle lane like I was talking about. Yep. You can get a run up there. Obviously, Cassidy, he's going to shoot out and be gone right there going in, but Corn Pros can get that run. It might have slipped a little bit, but now they go into 3 and 4, and 9 times out of 10, they're going to run the bottom right here, right on that white line when they go through 3 and 4. But that's a lap, obviously, on the newer configuration of the Texas Motor Speedway. If you run the legacy version, I'm telling you, it's like you're driving on a bunch of damn potholes. I promise you, that place is beat all too crap. BJ, I believe it was.
Was it again? What is going on with him, man? He's already pitted.
I don't know, Jim. That's kind of weird right there for BJ Lane the third to jump it down pit road already back.
Yeah, I don't know.
From what it looks like, 2 laps down right now on to your leader, Scott Cassidy. So BJ Lane the third, some issues going on. Maybe got loose and maybe got spun around or something. Maybe hit the wall or something. Maybe got a meatball flat. Something might have happened to BJ Lane the third.
But I don't know.
I didn't see nothing either. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know exactly what's up with that. But BJ Lane the third, obviously that is a big loss for him from starting up there in the top 5, and now he's all the way down to 23rd. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, wow. The only person he's ahead of at this time is Jumpin' Joe Flash.
And he ain't even started the race.
Well, I wasn't going to throw that one out there. I was just going to leave that alone.
Well, that's my fault. Well, yeah. But excuse me. Maybe I shouldn't have said nothing. All right, that'd be my fault. There you go, Alan Moore. Bobby Joe up here. Running up here in this situation. McCord Pro sitting in second. Moore third. Bobby Joe fourth. Vincent Short, the newcomer. One of the newcomers there with a Heart to Heart. Running fifth. They're all chasing Scott Cassidy going into turn number 3. Cassidy tried to throw that whip out there. Try to work his way around the Texas Motor Speedway. Try to get him some 6 shooters and a cowboy hat. When it's all said and done, maybe even play see if you remember this, Jim. Maybe play a little Lady Wilson in the background for Scott Cassidy. See what happens if he ends up getting a win. Jim, you don't even know where the hell I went with that, do you?
No, I don't really. I missed it.
You don't remember?
I mean, I know who Laney Wilson is, but I don't know. I'm lost, yeah. I spent most of my life that way, though, so it's okay.
You don't remember the first time we interviewed Scott Cassidy? And I butchered his name, but he had Laney Wilson playing in the background on the radio.
Oh, that's right.
You don't remember that?
Yes. And we told him we had to get that off there because we was going to. He didn't know or he forgot. I do remember. Yeah, I'm like, we're gonna get flagged and they're going to block our video, take our video down because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that was pretty cool. But I mean, but then when you come to Texas Motor Speedway and you think of that, you think of country music and everything else. I just thought about the Lady Wilson.
If you come into Texas, who was that? That was BJ? No, it was Bobby Joe slid up the track there. Did you see that?
Yeah, look at Vincent Short. If they ain't gonna take a shot right here, Moore already went to second, got around Corn Pros. Short jumping it down to the inside, gonna try to see if he can capitalize on Bobby Joe's mistake. Bobby Joe now gonna run it up in the middle lane. You got Cullison right back there behind Short, and also Lucas Wright to 71. They are gone. Like, Jim, they are gone. Gone. Gone from the rest of the field. Benny Jones way back there, about 6 seconds back from the leader. 3 seconds separating themselves from up here. Look at BJ Lane the third, going to try to do it the hard way. get back at least one of his laps back
Well, them
in
fresh
the middle of
tires.
this short on the bottom. Yeah, he's on those freshies right here. And BJ laid the third, trying to mix it up as well. Bobby Joe back here racing it out with Vincent Short. And here comes Alan Moore with Corn Prost right there as well. There's Bobby Joe as well. Short still trying to work over Bobby Joe.
Yeah, I tell you, but BJ is, I mean, he qualified fourth or in the top four. I don't know, he might have been third or fourth. I don't remember. But either way, you know, him and his dad qualified on the second row. You know, he's got a truck that can run. So with them fresh tires, in theory, if he gets a lap back here and then gets the lucky dog, because he's the only one a lap down right now, if a caution were to come out, he could be right back in business.
He very much could right here, you know, like you said right here, Jim,
goes.
because, you know, caution comes out there you go, gets himself right back on the lead. Well, one lap down.
Yeah.
And if a caution, like you said, was to come out right here, he's in prime position because he will get the lucky dog and get himself back on the lead lap. Granted, he's going to be down a set of tires from everybody else, but
right. You know,
it doesn't really matter at that point. You take it and run with it. Oh.
Who is that? That was Harrison. Well, Harrison got loose there. I mean, to be honest, the reason I put it back here is you had about 6 cars here within about a half a second of each other. I was thinking if the caution was going to come out, it was going to come out back here, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you 100%. You got all them trucks and all them drivers back there in that situation.
We're in that spot
and
now.
Yes,
we're 31 laps into this. We're 31 laps
Yeah.
into this fuel and tire run right now. You know, these tires are probably getting pretty angry about right now.
Yeah, that could be where your caution comes from. Honestly, it could be a caution from some drunk fan sitting up on top of a catch fence. I mean, you never know at this point with Heart to Heart. You have no idea what's going to happen with Heart to Heart. I mean, you know, obviously, Jim, we've talked about this. We've said it. We know it. You don't know what's going to happen at this point. I mean,
man, look where BJ's at. He's gone.
That's fresh tires at work right there, baby. That's how you do it.
And he did have a fast truck tonight too, so that certainly doesn't hurt. Here comes Quisenberry. He's working his way around Benny Jones there. I mean, he's sitting there in top 8 doing his thing, you know. I mean, it's early in the race. He's, you know, you could easily argue he's right where he wants to be, you know, at this point in time. Speaking of
I mean, you know, obviously,
your boy, there he is. Look, old Bud Light Mike.
Bud Light. And, you know, I mean, you know, something happened in this off season that we had. You know, Jim, you know, maybe I'm crazy for saying this, you know, or what have you, but
be that too.
Could be that too. But Bud Light Mike, obviously, something happened over there with that 47 group. As you see him right here running with Rusty Robinson. Something happened. Maybe a confidence booster, you know, maybe a new beer helmet, maybe a new cooler, maybe something's going on over there with that 47 group, because we're seeing him up here. We saw him last week in Atlanta, you know, right there knocking on the door to the top 10.
Yeah.
We see him up here knocking on the door of the top 10. There is confidence brewing in the ice cold number 47. And I don't mean ice cold as how he's running. I mean just ice cold just because of the Bud Light sticker on the side of it.
I agree. I mean, he had a great run last week, if you remember. You know,
yes,
he kind of got caught out by that situation and didn't get the best result out of it. But he was having a good run last week. You know, that track seemed to suit him pretty good. But to be honest, we kind of saw a couple of flashes. I mean, obviously Talladega's an outlier, and he got his podium there at Talladega, but he had a good run at the end of the season, last race of the season. And he wants to, you know, we got some pitters coming in here. Unrose pitted, and Lucas Wright is now pitting. Let's see, where are we at? We're at 36 laps. This is a little early. I mean, if it stays green, I say you stay out as long as you can, but there's that undercut situation. You get out there and run 4 or 5 laps on fresh tires, you make up a lot of ground.
And caution is out.
Oh, whoa. Where'd that come from?
Damn, that changed everything.
That did change everything. And old BJ's looking sweet right now. He's first car lap
I ain't
down.
got a damn clue what it was. I know I have no idea.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's see if we can figure it out here. I didn't really mean to go in here, but let's see what happens.
Fan, I guess. I'm not sure what it was.
Yeah, it might be that drunk fan sitting on the fence like you were talking about. I don't know.
Yeah, caution lights is already on.
What in the world happened? Oh, Cullison maybe? No, this is. Oh, there it is. There it is. Corn Prost. He was going to pit. Corn Prost was going to pit and spun. All right, let me see if I can find out where he was at when that happened.
Well, he was up there in the top 5 when it all happened.
Yeah, no, he was coming in the pit. I think he was going for that undercut and spun it. Look.
There's Bobby Joe. There's Alan Marr. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, he just. Oh, I wonder. He was coming in. He was about to run over Marr. Oh, that's going to be a pit. Yeah. Oh, Marr got a pit road violation there. He got a black flag for
probably
that.
get Jimmy.
I don't see it for Corn Prost. That's what's weird. Oh, man, what a bummer for Marr, man. I mean, it's not the end of the world, I guess, but, well, yeah, I mean, it's not good. All right, let's look at the well out there.
And here's the thing about this, though, Jim. It's an 80-lap race. If somehow or another they can save a little bit of gas right there, there's Bobby Joe almost ran him over.
Well, see, I think that Corn Prost was about to run over Alan Marr. And I think he turned it down to try to get off Alan Marr and spun.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. Let's go back to live, see where we're at here.
Wow.
Pace truck up here. Let's go up to the front. So these guys have all pitted now. Everybody took 4 fresh tires, of course. Alan Marr has got a black flag.
If they save right here, Jim, the car was saving a little bit of gas, it's possible.
No.
You left a little bit early going in the corner. You left a little bit early going over there into turn 1. You can pull it off.
That would be saving 10 laps worth of fuel. There ain't no way.
It's an 80-lap race, and what are they going? Where are they going? 40-something laps?
It is an 80-lap race. That's right. I was thinking it was 100 laps. Damn, that changes my math. I can put my shoes back on. I ain't got to count that high.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. There's the soundboard right there for you, Jim. Right there. You got the numbers mixed up.
That'll do it.
Pour me a crown.
Pour him a crown.
That's right.
For Jimmy
That's
a crown.
what I need. I need to knock that hangover off.
Go.
I need a crown or two to knock that hangover off. Tell you what, man, get you a couple of them Washington apple shots made with some of that Crown Royal apple. Now that's some. Look, don't get me started.
I probably already started something I probably ain't going to be able to finish right here. But everybody should be on tap to make it on gas. It's just going to be who's going to save the tires. And look who has joined the party. Cassidy, Bobby Joe, Vincent Short, and look who's that second truck on the inside lane. Trevor Quessenberry. Green flag back in the air. Inside lane's going to get the jump. Cassidy, they'll get the jump. Quessenberry now will follow suit. Jump up in the second spot. Bobby Joe is going to slide up in the third, or will he? Here comes Vincent Short down on the inside lane trying to make a shot. Look who goes to the front. Trevor Quessenberry trying to go for 2 in a row. It is rookie season with Heart to Heart.
Yeah, I tell you what, this is fun, man. I'm not going to lie to you. This is what we were kind of looking for last year, was some fresh blood to come up there and mess with them 3 or 4 fast guys, you know. And now we've got it, and I love that. And I don't think he's the only one. This Vincent Short, you know, he didn't have the best result last week, but he was fast, and here he is again. I love it, man. This is exactly what you and I talked about last year. This is a great league, great racing, and all we wanted was just a few more competitive drivers, man, to make it all that much more fun, and we got exactly that.
Absolutely. And everybody out there in the live chat, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe button, join us here with Motor Mouth Broadcast to keep up with everything going on with the Heart to Heart Motorsports Truck Series, as well as.
Let me elaborate on that real quick.
Go ahead.
If you guys if you would go and, of course, follow us on YouTube, we appreciate that. And obviously, we have a pretty good following on YouTube now. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do, because it helps the channel. It helps this content get out for more people to see it, which is the kind of the point of these guys paying to have us broadcast it. And it helps us. It helps them. It helps the league. But we broadcast on Twitch. I don't know if a lot of you are Twitch fans or whatever, but we also broadcast on Twitch and on Facebook. If you could be so kind as to go and just follow us on Twitch and Facebook, even if that's not your platform, it would help the channel and it helps these guys' content get out there, and it helps our sponsors get more exposure. And these sponsors, they help make all this happen. If and it's an easy, free way to support the league and these sponsors and everything, and it doesn't cost you a penny. Now, if you want to go out and buy a new Mazda from Bob Moore Mazda in Oklahoma, or if you want to go buy a new Chevrolet or General Motors product from Alan Tillery, please do. We feel free to do that. But just to like and subscribe would be tremendously helpful.
Yeah, man, it don't cost you a dime.
Nothing.
It don't cost you a dime.
Nothing at all.
Jim, I could understand if it's going to cost you, like $20.
Right.
$20, that's hard to come by around here and everything else, but it doesn't cost
that's
like 5 seconds of your time.
That's an extra order of crab legs at Red Lobster. There you go. That's what I'm saying, you see. But this doesn't cost you nothing. This is like a free order of crab legs right here.
Oh, yeah. It's good times, baby. Good times. Love it.
I need another Washington apple.
I'm going to have to go check out one of those. I'm going to have to go check out a Washington apple.
Look,
I'm going to have to go check it out and see what it's all about.
Washington apple's a good shot now, especially if you get it made with some Crown apple. Uh-oh, we got trouble. Benny Jones is flying down the – oh, my God.
Oh, he's flying. He is flying. Oh, big hit. Jason Coffey, 46, got T-boned as well. Oh, Benny Jones. We're over here talking about Washington apple shots and Crown and every damn thing at Red Lobster. Well, we're talking about eating and getting screwed up, and here we are, got guys getting screwed up and getting sent in damn helicopters.
So
Goodness.
Yeah, I know, man. Well, when we landed on Benny Jones, he was helicopter. You know it's coming in a minute too. Just get ready. It ain't yet, but it's coming. I want to see.
I'll go ahead and call it. I'll go ahead and call it. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Good God.
It wasn't even Benny Jones. It was who was that got into him? Who was that?
Locks it down. Boop. God. Jason Coffey nailed him. I don't know who started it, but I know who finished it.
Well, if you watch, somebody bounced off the wall into Benny Jones. Watch. It's that truck right there, that kind of orange and blue.
Frank Caruso.
Oh, that's Caruso.
14.
Yeah, with the Valvoline. Yeah, watch him. He come off the wall right there and got into Benny and sent Benny out there, and then Benny hit the wall, and then somebody just blast Benny, huh? Boom! Yeah, oh, my God, two. He took 2 shots. Dude, in real life, that would have been nasty. Nasty. All right, now you can give them the warning because it's coming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know who we're riding on with, but I'll tell you what.
We'll ride with Benny first. We're
going
to ride with Benny for the whole thing.
We're going to ride with both of them on this one. So, as I say all the time, folks, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your ex-wife if she's sitting beside of you. Watch this right here. Caruso comes down, gets him, but just listen to the impact right here that Benny Jones gets. Listen to this.
Boom! God, that was a shot, man. Wow. All right, now who was that? Who was that that hit him?
Jason Coffey nailed him.
All right, let's go. Now we're going to go.
46 nails it.
Where's Coffee? Oh, I gotta find him. Where's Coffee?
Uh-oh.
Where's Coffee at on the board here? Oh, he's way up there in second. How's he in second? Did he not pit?
How the hell is he in second? He nails this old boy.
Yeah, I don't know. He must not pitted yet or something. All right, here we go. Let's see. We're going to go on board with Coffee here. There we go. Let's see what happens here.
See, they're already having that impact and everything else up there.
Yeah.
Here comes Coffee right here just out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, he couldn't see him because Bud Light Mike had him blocked.
Oh, Bud Light
He
Mike's
took a shot. No, it ain't it ain't his fault. Look, the man didn't spill a beer. He wasn't his fault. He didn't even spill a drop. All right, let's see now. Let's go back live here. We practically, yeah, we still all right. We're good. Okay, so, all right, everybody pitted but Bud Light Mike. Jason Coffey's in pit road now, or I guess he's off pit road now. And Benny Jones is obviously going to be in there for a while. They tore the hell out of that truck.
Yeah,
so,
Benny Jones, I mean, literally
Bud Light
got
Mike's
the
got to
whole...
be careful here. He doesn't get run over because he's got 10, 11 lap older tires. Let's see who all did not. The only person that did not take 2 there is, who is that? Is that Lohmeyer? Lohmeyer did not take tires, and neither did James Borden. It doesn't look like. Is that right? Am I seeing that right? Well, here, I know what we can do.
Lohmeyer might have took 2 tires right there. Borden might have just took gas. We'll see it right here. Actually, no, it said he took gas.
Yeah.
Nicholas Mater only taking 2 tires right there on his stop.
Did he? Oh, that was Mater. Okay.
Mater took the 2 tires.
Okay.
I thought Lohmeyer might have took 2 right there, but looks according to that, it's showing that he got
pretty
fuel.
quick. 9 seconds is pretty quick for tires, huh? Even 2. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, 10 laps is not going to be that bad of a deal.
But it is, though. Watch what happens to Bud Light Mike right here. Watch.
Gets 4 tires. This is going to be a bad deal right here. Let's see what happens.
In fact, it worries me.
Mike.
It worries me that this could be a problem.
It could be a problem. And think about Scott Cassidy and Bobby Joe, what they went through last week.
He spun him. He spun him on the start. Yep.
Bobby Joe going to be in a bad spot. Cassidy going to shoot around the outside. Here comes Questenberry lined up behind him with Dan Collison, Bud Light Mike. Everybody's shooting by him. Jim, you called it.
Yeah.
And Questenberry going to get the rod. He'll dive down to the inside of Scott Cassidy.
Yeah, look at this kid go, man. All right, so we're at 51 now, man. This is legit can get home from here, even tires and everything. We ran longer than this on the first run. So, this, in theory, this could be it. It's going to be interesting if we get another caution what's going to happen because strategy is going to be whacked out then for sure. It's going to be crazy. But I think everybody, if this goes more than 10 laps here, everybody pits if you got tires left. So there goes Scott driving around Trevor there. Look at old Cullison, man. He's strong as nails up there. Look at him. That's what I'm talking about, man. There's a couple of guys from last season that are looking strong this year. Like you said, Bud Light Mike, that was a strategy mistake there he made. He didn't think that through. Ooh, Cullison must have slipped there a little bit, but yeah. I'll tell you what, Bobby Joe because Bobby Joe really, I think, hit Bud Light Mike in the rear right on the start there because Mike spun them tires hard. Cam. All right, here we go. Let's do this real quick. We're going to see. We're going to go to Bobby Joe here. This is.
That's Scott, I believe, on the outside.
Oh, It shouldn't have been.
Now that actually is Bobby. No, that's Bud Light Mike, I believe, right there that spun the tires on the outside. So yeah, Bobby Joe's behind him.
That was the wrong green flag. That's why. Because I'm an idiot. Don't mind me. Here we go. Sorry, guys. So watch here. Watch Mike spin these tires right here. They fire off. And unless Mike just didn't go, but I think he spun the tires. Yeah, he spun the tires. And boom, Bobby hit it, man. Yeah, that's all right. Let's get back to live here. We don't miss anything, but yeah, that was which you got to wonder. You know, the aero on these trucks is already crap to start with when you're behind somebody. Now you got to wonder if Bobby Joe suffered a little front aero damage there, which could make this thing even worse.
It very much could. That front downforce here on these trucks could play a big factor right here with Bobby Joe trying to use whatever he can because, you know, granted, this isn't a Daytona or a Talladega or New Atlanta or Michigan or something like that where it's just straight.
You need more aero here.
Yeah, I mean, but you still got to use the draft and still got to use that to suck up on these guys. And so that's going to be big right there for Bobby Joe getting in that dirty air and not having that front end. I mean, it doesn't look bad on the truck, but as hard as he hit him, he might have a little bit of front end damage on that 02.
Sure. I mean, you know, I guess in theory, you know, the other side of that coin is if he hit him just right and gets a little, you know, if it closes up that gap that you tape up in the radiator a little bit, you know, it could, I guess, increase his downforce on the front end a little bit, but that would also cause overheating problems, which we wouldn't want to see. But yeah, I think we'll have to see. We'll have to see if he looks like he's struggling when he gets behind somebody and pushing up the track. See, like right there, he's not pushing, so he's not pushing up the track right there. Well, I mean, that's one corner, you know. But Bobby Joe's got a lot of experience, too. He also knows how to drive a truck that's pushing, you know. So if it is pushing on him, you know, then he could set it in a corner different and try to prevent that to some degree.
Yeah, very much. We'll see.
Look at this, man. They're kind of single file right now. There's not a lot of racing going on. They're running hard, you know, but they're all kind of running single file. There's Corn Pros trying to recover from that spin. Speaking of recovering from the spin, poor old Alan Marr dove himself out of pit road there when Corn Pros spun behind him and got himself a black flag. But I mean, you know, he's out there and on the lead lap and got all the things, but we'll see.
Oh, here we go. Back for the lead.
I tell you what, I'm watching Bobby Joe. He is starting to push up the track a little bit.
One driver that ain't right now is that 6, Trevor Quessenberry, diving down to the inside lane. Cassadave up top. Quessenberry caught him sleeping now. He's going to drop it down to the inside. Battle for the lead is on. 20 to go. Now 19 laps to go. And working his way down to the inside lane. That is Quessenberry, the youngster. We talked to him last week. We didn't have a clue. We was thinking he was a youngster.
No
we
idea.
didn't know for sure. And then we found out real damn quick he is a youngster. 15 years old, if I'm not mistaken, Jim.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Trevor Quessenberry trying to go up against the veteran of Scott Cassadave. He's got Bobby Joe right behind him. First and second in the points from season 10 right here.
Bobby Joe's pushing right now, though. He's trying to split those two trucks at times. He's trying to find clean air to get on his nose. Look at him. I really do believe he's just pushing just a little bit worse than he was. Like I said, don't look like no damage on there. Well, that would be a bad time to go to Trevor since he just took the lead. Oh.
Barely took it, too.
Yeah, but he got it, though.
Oh, he damn sure got it. 17 to go. Quessenberry leads it.
I don't see any damage on Bobby Joe's truck at all, but just having some. By the way, did you see that, by the way? Look at that right there. Isn't that beautiful?
He changed the red out and made it into black. That way it would go with the paint scheme. Awesome deal right there. Scott Cassidy ripping Motor Map broadcast real quick one more time.
Lomar's in trouble. He's wrecked. Lomar has wrecked. He's got a meatball flag. What is going on? No caution, though. What happened? What in the world happened here? Where is he?
And remember, the cautions coming out, though, Jim. Those cautions coming out. It's not. They don't have a race director like other race leagues does, where they have a race director that comes in and they call the caution and everything else.
I know, but
Heart to Heart goes by the iRacing caution, so I'm not sure what happened to Lomar.
Though? I don't see anything.
I'm not sure neither.
It just shows him entering pit lane. I don't know any idea what happened to him.
I'm not sure neither. He might have made a boo-boo somewhere.
No, he's already tore up.
Coming.
Oh yeah, he's already tore up. Front end's tore off on that on the driver's side there. Let's see if I can find this live action.
Oh wow, here we go. And there's Lomar. He had already checked the road, lap truck, trying to work his way around. And remember, might have took 4 tires when he went in to get that damage fixed. So Andrew Lomar right here smack dab in the middle. He's going to push up, almost get into Cassidy. He's going to let Quisenberry slide by. Cassidy got to shoot it way high. And Lomar now holding him up. That's going to bring Bobby Joe into the mix. Lucas Wright, Vincent Short, 2 other new names here with Heart to Heart. Brings them into the conversation, the battle for second right here. And Quisenberry loving it, trying to check out and leave these old boys in the dust.
This kid wins 2 races in a row in this league. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I tell you what, man, I'm not sure what to think of this Lomar situation here, because he clearly used a faster pair, because they do have one faster pair, right?
Correct, yes.
Yeah, because Lomar's fender was tore off on the driver's side. But, he's right up here in the middle of this mix, and he was kind of holding him up there a little bit. Nothing against him trying to get his lap back and all, but still. Look at this Lucas Wright, though, man. He is up here in 4th place. What is going on, man? All these new names running up front. Lucas Wright, Vincent Short.
Frank Caruso up
Frank
8 spots up in the 8th spot.
Speaking of up, let's see who's our biggest gainers in the race right now. Look at that. Oh, shocker. Trevor Quisenberry. I'm so surprised.
Wow.
Look at this, would you? Rusty
Troop Holden fans out there up 6 spots as well as William Yoakum up a couple of spots as well.
You got to give Troop Holden his credit too. He's running that Texas Terry Labonte stuff. We love that, both of us. Both Terry Labonte fans now.
Yeah, Troop actually got some fans out there in live chat. If we can, Jim, for the fans out there, let's go back there. Let's flip-flop back and let's find old Troop right there. Give him his TV time for the fans out there. Beautiful paint scheme. Mind you. I mean, he hit it in Atlanta last week.
I hope he mixes it up. I hope he does some more Terry Labonte stuff, like, some of them other catalogs.
Yeah, the old one. Back in the 90s,
obviously,
won the championship.
The cornflakes one is the most famous one, but several of those. But watch, he probably don't even know who Texas Terry Labonte is. He's probably running that because of whoever runs catalogs now, or something. He probably has no idea who Texas Terry Labonte is. But you and I are living in the past, so that's okay.
You might not know who Texas Terry Labonte is. You might have pissed off some of his fans out there.
Well, we'll see.
Jim?
I don't know. He might be young. We don't know. You think Trevor Quisenberry? You think Quisenberry knows who Texas Terry Labonte is? Terry Labonte was retired before Quisenberry was born.
Oh Lord, you ain't kidding.
It's true. We old. Well, I am anyway. You're getting there. You're heading for old quick.
I'm getting there. Give it a little time. I got some gray in my beard. I'm losing my hair. Yeah.
Loosen my hair. Yeah, me too. It's gone.
It's getting there.
Somebody
Trust me.
saw a picture of me the other day at Mardi Gras, and I had this. They had this feather thing behind my head or something in the picture, and it looked like they said it looked like I had a purple mohawk. I said I wish I had enough hair to do a purple mohawk. Ooh, Quisenberry almost scuffed a wall right there, man. I don't know if he just if it pushed up on him a little bit, or if he just kind of just let it ride up there a little bit too high. But he's still strong as hell right now, man.
Yeah, I mean, and Jim, the cool thing about this right here, you see Trevor Quisenberry up here at the front. This is something like we saw last week in Atlanta. We saw Trevor win the race. We wanted to see this. This is something I wanted to see coming into tonight at Texas.
Yes.
Can Trevor capitalize on what happened in Atlanta last week? And if possible, can he stack up against the likes of a Scott Casanave or a Bobby Lane Jr., Bobby Joe?
I'm going to go ahead and vote
getting our
yes.
answer right before we go. Yes.
I'm
We're
yes.
getting our answer right here.
And look at these two here. We got Short and Wright here. Two newbies in here battling for fourth place right here. Just off the podium. I tell you what's going to be fun is if it finishes just like this, having Quisenberry with Casanave and BJ in the booth, you know, the new blood and the old blood, you know.
Very good possibility it could happen right here, Jim. I mean, barring a caution or something like that happening, it's probably what you're going to end up getting. And odds are, if it all works out the way that it's looking right here with 3 to go, Trevor Quisenberry's got 3 more laps around this mile and a half for here at Texas. And sure as hell I say that, we have a caution.
Oh, my gosh.
Troop Holden.
Oh, Troop. What happened, buddy? Oh, man, don't spill no milk. Uh-oh.
Damn, looked like Alamar got into him.
I didn't plan on doing that little ride, but uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
James Borden maybe got a contact with him as well.
Spilled some milk there for sure. Let's see.
Yeah. Spilled them frosted flakes everywhere. There it is. Got him already in the back end, sent him around.
Here we go. All right.
See what happens right here.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
So if you look at this again, watch this, okay? So let's see.
And then here's the contact again.
Watch the front of Mars' truck. It's already smashed to hell.
Yep.
Look at it. It's caved in the front. It was caved in the front before he hit him. So Mar already had front end damage, and that's probably why he pushed up the track.
Watch this. Bam.
Damn.
James Borden, 69. Put a little sting on the Kellogg's right there.
A little, what was Sting's move? The Stinger? Was it the Stinger?
Stinger Splash.
Yeah, the Stinger Splash. You put a little Stinger Splash on him right there.
And the Scorpion Death Drop. But Stinger Splash goes good with Frosted Flakes.
That does.
That sounds better. It sounds a little bit better than a Scorpion Death Drop, I guess. So
where is our pace truck at? So they're coming in. Everybody's coming. Look, is Trevor going to fake them out? No, he's coming. They all coming. 3 laps to go.
I was curious if anybody's going to fake them out. It looks like
Cornprost is going to stay out. Cornprost is going to go for it on them old tires. And
Alamar going to do the same thing.
I tell you what, if enough of them stay out, now BJ might stay out too. Yeah, BJ's going to stay out too. Watch. Okay, so you got 3 of them up there on old tires now. All right, the race off pit road is going to be crazy important right here.
Quisenberry, is he going to be able to beat him off a pit road? Yes, he will.
Yep, Scott behind him. Oh, that was Bobby Joe behind him.
Bobby Joe beat Scott out.
Yeah, he did. That's huge. And I wonder if Bobby Joe, if he, I'm sure he had his fast repair left, which means he might have gotten that front end, a little bit of front end damage he had taken care of there. That's going to give him a different truck now with he gets rid of that damage. Ooh, this just changed everything. I still think those guys up there with them old tires are in huge trouble, man. Those tires are 30 laps old.
We got to take a chance sometimes, Jim. I mean, that's what they're doing up there. Corn Pro, Smart, BJ. But you got to take a chance if you want to, try to win the race. But, I agree with you. I mean, we already saw what happened with Bud Light Mike, and that was just 10-lap old tires.
Right.
These old boys,
30-lap
old tires. So,
but there's three of them.
Big difference right
There's 3 of them, which does give them a chance to get rolling a little bit if they can hold those guys back. But I would say that it's 50-1 at best that one of those 3 up front wins this race.
50-1.
I mean, you saw what happened with 10-lap old tires. We'll see. We're fixing to find out.
I'll put 50 cents on it. What do you think? I'm not confident. I'm not that confident.
I wouldn't say I was bookmaking. I was just making odds. Somebody else gets to do the actual bookmaking. I'm just making the odds. No, I just don't see it, man. I don't see 50-lap old tires holding up for 2 full laps around here. I just don't see it.
And remember, Jim, we are going to go into
this is
overtime.
Checker. Yeah,
obviously, this is green, white, checkered attempts. And remember, they get 2 attempts at green, white, checkered. This will be the first attempt. And if this is your first time with green, white, checkers, we'll run it through very, very quickly. They'll take the green. They come all the way back around. They take the white. If they take the white, they can all wreck. First one back to the line ends up winning it. If they wreck before they get back to the car, if they wreck before they get back to the white, then we'll re-rack them, restack them, and do it again.
Got a good jump.
And Corn Pros gets the jump. Huge jump by Corn Pros. And look at Questenberry taking it to the top side.
Oh, that's not good.
Bobby Joe going to jump it low. Questenberry might be in a bad spot right here, Jim.
Yeah, no, I don't.
He's got to work on that second Corn Pros.
I think Quisenberry is in a bad spot.
Here we go.
But here we go.
Here we go. Bobby Joe trying to work it on the side.
Gonna make it to the white. This is gonna be it.
Oh boy!
Oh no! Here goes.
Damn!
Bobby Joe's gone. Oh, Quisenberry's going low. Oh no!
They're gonna make Bobby Joe gets knocked sideways by Corn Pros. Questenberry down to the inside. Lucas Short's gonna get pegged. He comes up, gets up into Cullison. Questenberry, chaos happening behind him, and Trevor Questenberry looks like he is gonna come out of this a winner, a 2-time winner back to back.
Look at this for a second.
Hot damn! Lucas Wright trying to go after Bobby Joe. Trevor Questenberry wins it in Texas. Bobby Joe gets second. Lucas Wright coming home with a third. Rusty Robinson, Alan Marr, the top 5. Damn it, boy. That's how you do it right there. I'm telling you, we talked about it. Yes, sir. This league never ceases to amaze me what they do. This is beautiful. This is awesome.
It's every week, man. It's every damn week. Wow. All right, let's go back and let's look at that whole last. Well, let's just look at it from the white flag. At this point, Corn Pros is out front. They split him here, and then Marr got into Cassidy. I don't know how Bobby Joe saved that right there. He was completely freaking sideways, and then all hell breaks loose.
Good Lord.
Oh, yeah, there's all hell broke loose back there. And then there goes Quisenberry, and then these 2. I'm going to put the camera on these 2 because we saw the win. Listen, I want to see this second place battle here.
Wow.
All right, now let's go look at it one more time. We'll chop her again. This time we're going to watch all the hell break loose back there.
Yeah, there was a lot of hell breaking loose back there at the back. You
right
see
here,
the leaders up there at the top.
Bobby Joe runs into the wall. Cassidy runs into the wall there and gets into Marr. And then Cassidy. Oh, Corn Pros just twitched. Did you see that twitch on them old tires?
Yes.
Oh, my God. He took a big old wiggle, man.
And it looked like, honestly, Alan Moore kind of kept going up the hill and got up into Cassidy and kind of shot him up through there and got him up into the wall even more when they went through 1 and 2, which really got interesting right there and set Cassidy on back. He ends up finishing 8th out of all this, and he was going to get a second-place finish out of this had that caution not come out.
Yeah, easily, yeah. Yeah, he was locked in for second for sure. Wow. All right, well. Whew. Damn, I love
Talk
this.
about spinning this race over on its lid. Damn
Man,
it, boy.
I love this series, man. This is so good. All right, let's see the results here.
Well, Heart to Heart Motorsports Truck Series round number 2. Wow. Want to call it one more time, Jim? I think we got to hit that soundbite one more time because there it is. It's over.
That'll do it.
Yes, sir.
The buses. Poor Larry, a crowd.
We need a crowd after that one right there. Trevor Questenberry leads 21 laps out of this thing en route to his second career win with Heart to Heart, back-to-back from Atlanta last week and obviously here this evening. Bobby Joe ends up getting second. Lucas Wright third. We'll talk to those drivers in just a little bit. Rusty Robinson up 13 spots. Biggest mover in the field. The Hard Charger Award goes to him, with Alan Moore coming home in the 5th spot. Frank Caruso gets 6th. Bud Light Mike coming out of it with a 7th. How about that right there for Bud Light Mike? Scott Cassidy ends up getting 8th. Very good run for Bud Light Mike. Cassidy gets 8th. BJ Lane the 3rd getting 9th.
That's a hell of a recovery. That's a hell of a recovery for BJ considering what the first 20 laps of this race looked like for him. So.
Yes. Big drive right there for BJ. And then obviously Austin Cornprost, who started on the pole, ends up finishing 10th here tonight with Dan Cullison in 11th. How about Brandon Ressler? Went a couple laps down, ended up getting out of this with a 12th. With Jason Coffey, who absolutely annihilated Benny Jones, ends up coming home with a 13th, with Vincent Short in 14th. Ron Perone will finish 15th, and the last driver on the lead lap is Matt Yoakum's cousin, William Yoakum, finishing in 16th. Nicholas Mader gets 17th. Andrew Lohmeyer will get 18th, with Troop Holding getting 19th. And Charles Unruh will get 20th. James Borden, Benny Jones still trying to recover from the trauma from earlier on, ends up getting 22nd. And Steve Harrison had to bail. He was sick. Ends up still getting 23rd here this season.
Baby, man, 102. Look at that.
I think so. Yeah. Unfortunate for Steve Harrison. Hopefully he'll get to be feeling better. And obviously, Jumping Joe Flash Flack did not start here this evening. Well,
all right.
There you see your race details.
Well, let's pay some
we're gonna
bills.
go and kick it to a commercial. Yeah, hell yeah. We ain't
pay
read a
no bills
commercial
all
on
night.
race.
All right,
we got to pay some bills. We want to keep this sucker going. We'll be right back here in Texas. Don't go anywhere.
At Bob Moore, we're Oklahoma's largest auto group. It started with luxury, and we've spent 50-plus years perfecting that premium car buying experience, regardless of the brand you choose. From Oklahomans to Oklahomans, whether you're shopping new, pre-owned, or certified, Bob Moore has the vehicle that's right for you. Start your vehicle search at bobmoore.com or visit one of our 14 dealerships and choose from 18 different brands. Experience the exception.
Respectfully, Bob Moore.
we go.
And we're back here at Texas Motor Speedway and Motor Mouth Broadcasting, getting the Heart to Heart Motorsports Truck Series Round 2, Season 11. It's in the books. We can't pour this old boy a crown. He ain't even old enough to drink legally. Anyway, Trevor Questenberry gets the win. Second win in a row. Won in Atlanta last week. Wins it here tonight at Texas. Trevor, buddy, congratulations on the win. I got to ask you, that you had it. I mean, I just say it looked like you had the damn thing in the bag. Then the caution comes out, and then what's going through your mind through that whole deal? Thinking, am I screwed? Am I not? You know, what was you thinking?
Yeah, caution worried me a little bit. I didn't know whether to take 2, whether to take 4, stay out, or I was kind of hoping that they'd go in with me, and that's what happened. And I didn't know I was going to be 4th there, but I asked my buddy, I said, do I take the high line or what? And I decided to do it.
Well, I tell you what, it looked like you were in trouble when you went to the high line to me, and I was questioning whether or not that was going to work, and then you kind of split Corn Prost there, and Bobby Joe went high and you went low, and then of course all hell broke loose behind y'all, so it kind of opened it up for you guys to race on around there and get this thing done. But man, what a finish for you, man! 2 weeks in a row you jump in here, and man, it's just exciting, man. We wanted some fresh blood, and we wanted some more guys to contend up front. And dadgum, if you ain't come in here and do that, congratulations, man. That's 2 good runs in a row for you.
Thank you. Yeah, that was pretty fun.
You gotta love these kids. Yeah, it's no big deal. It was fun. I'm gonna go to bed now.
Yeah. Nothing to it. Screw it. I ain't
I'm
too
gonna
worried
brush my
about it that
teeth and
much.
go to bed now. Get ready for school in the morning.
Gotta get ready to go to school in the morning.
Oh,
Trevor,
man.
buddy, congratulations on the win. Second win in a row. Try to go for 3 in a row next week. Congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time. As always, thank you, sponsors. Any shout outs?
Thank you. Everybody on the truck, all the sponsors of the stream, Bob Moore and Motor Mouth, and especially you guys, and then everybody else.
He's getting them. He got
All
one
right.
of them in there for this week. That's good.
Yeah, I watched that one back last time.
I knew you did.
I was fixing to say, it really sounds like he's got some homework he's got to go do now.
does,
He's trying to hurry up, get the hell
I
out
know.
of here. He's trying to. Trevor Questenberry gets his second win in a row. Trevor, buddy, congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time. We'll see you next week, bud.
Thank you.
That was Trevor Questenberry. Damn, he jumped out of here quick. He must really have that homework. He might be behind on that. He might be behind on that paper. He's got to get gone out of here. Anyway, we're going to driver to finish P2. Bobby Joe coming out with a P2. Obviously, Bobby, granted, I know you wanted to win, but, after what happened last week in Atlanta, but you're able to come back. You get you a P2 here tonight. Tell us about your race, because, I mean, that was a cluster. I mean, if I will say so myself, it was a straight up cluster right there on that whole last lap.
Man, I thought I had it. When I got underneath BJ and got around him, and I figured Austin was going to hug the bottom. I didn't want to hung up behind him, so I took the middle. Spotter never told me we were 3 wide. And then when we hit, shit, I slid all the way to the wall sideways. I never cracked the throttle. I was going to wreck it. I wasn't going to.
I was shocked.
Give it up that easy.
I was shocked that you didn't wreck it, man. You got pretty sideways there. Right, it's actually coming right up here. If you're watching it, it's just about to happen on the replay. But yeah, man, when he got up into you there, and I thought for sure that you were gone right there.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, didn't know what the hell was going on behind me because I didn't look. But I when I got around AK, I thought, well, I got this, and because last time I seen Trevor, he was on the top,
Right.
and yeah, I thought I had it, but and then AK told me over the radio that we were 3 wide, but right there, man, I was drifting that thing sideways, and thanks to Lucas, clean racing me like that, because I thought he was going to get second, but we battled all the way to the line. But after last week, I thought I had truck win last week, and then I think AK got up pretty close to me, took air off back of this truck, and it was gone. I mean, just quick, it was gone.
So I wanted to ask you, when Bud Light Mike spun the tires in front of you on that restart and you hit him, did it put a little damage on the nose of your truck? Because it seemed like you started pushing up the track after that.
Yeah, I really couldn't tell. I mean, since they changed this aero package, you get up close to somebody, it don't turn anyway, and you really got to feather the gas a little bit more or tap the brake a little bit to kind of set the nose to where it will turn. But man, Trevor's got it figured out. I wish he'd set these races at 9:00, then it would have been past his bedtime. But congratulations to him. He's a good, clean driver.
That's fun though, man. That's good. We got some fresh young blood in here to battle you guys, and I mean, it's going to make it exciting this year. There's a lot of good guys in here, man. Lucas, and, you got guys that aren't really getting results yet that are fast, like Vincent Short, He's had a couple
of – Vince is fast.
Yeah. And Frank Caruso's been running up front up there. And there's several of them that are fast. And not to mention all the guys that's already been here, but there's several of them that are fast that just ain't come together for them yet. Something happened or whatever. But, man. Y'all did a good job recruiting.
Like I said, this aero package, man, is like last week you was talking about I usually don't lay back. My thoughts on that is go do what you got to do. Save them best you can, because if you don't, you can't pass people back.
Right, right.
I mean, even if you save them, if somebody's got a little bit better tire wear than you get behind them, it just don't turn.
Well, look at BJ tonight. He had 10-lap fresher tires at one spot. No, it was 17-lap fresher tires, I think it was, and he just drove by everybody in the field like they were standing still. When he was trying to make that lap.
Yeah,
up.
I didn't even know he was coming. That scared the fire out of me, man. I pulled up. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I mean, he drove right by the leader like he was standing still and just left him, I mean, he put 5 seconds on him like it was nothing. So, yeah. But, hey, congratulations, man. Good second-place finish. Way to bounce back after last week. Still got plenty of races here to shape this championship up, but somebody needs to, get Trevor some more homework or something to keep him busy.
Right. Yeah, that's them young reflexes is what that is, right? Jim.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what.
All right, I got a list in front of me, brother.
Yes, read them off.
All right, like those shout-outs.
Well, I want to thank Jimmy Dale at Spa Auto for sponsoring my truck and the league, and Buchanan Resort, Allen ALC Contractors, and Bob Moore Mazda. And I want to thank y'all and Scott and everybody who has anything to puts all this computer stuff together in this league, man. This is, I think, one of the best leagues out there.
I tell you what, the only thing this league was missing last season was a few more trucks with the same quality of racing, and you guys went and accomplished that. This is as good as it gets right here. We ain't had, in two seasons now, we're in our second season, we ain't had a bad race yet. I mean,
no, it's a good race.
Not one. And let me tell you, I can tell you from a lot of experience, I broadcast a lot of races a month, and there ain't no league that doesn't turn up a stinker in a season and plus. And this one has not. So props to all you guys for, I know y'all practice hard, you practice a lot, you race a lot, and it shows. It shows. So congratulations.
Well, thank you.
All right.
Bobby Joe, going to see what he can do next week when we go to Michigan, buddy. Appreciate your time. Congratulations on the finish. We'll see you then.
All right.
That was Bobby Lane Jr., Bobby Joe coming home with the P2 here tonight. We'll go to P3 Lucas Wright, new driver right here. Now I might have messed up a couple times, called him a youngster. I don't know exactly how young he is, but I'm sure we'll get an idea here in a
He don't
minute.
look
Lucas,
that
buddy,
old in that
congratulations on the P3. He doesn't look that old, but we'll find out here in a second. Lucas, buddy, congratulations on the finish. Tell us about it.
Well, starting off, I'm 37, but
Well, by
amazing finish.
the standards in this league, you young. You were anyway.
I want to start off by saying to Vincent, I hope he ain't upset. I know going into that last turn, he was trying to avoid another car coming down, and I was on the line. We bumped a little bit. I tried to let it off so he wouldn't spin, but it was the last lap. You got to go for it, too. I hope he ain't too upset with that. But it was a good race, and just had to hold your time when everyone stayed out there, or the few people that stayed out on the last pit stop. You knew it was going to be chaos, and you just had to work your way through at the right spots and find the right times to make moves.
Yeah, you're 100% right. That's we all kind of knew that was coming, and and that's exactly what happened. But look, you had a good run last week. You qualified on the pole last week, and the results didn't show it, but you were fast. And this week you again you had a good run, solid finish this week. I'm looking at that right now. I mean, y'all were 3 wide and half the track right there. There wasn't a whole lot that could be done there. And you had who was that? That was Cornprost up high, and he was halfway sideways. So I mean, I don't see anybody getting too mad about that. I mean, I'm not going to say he might not duck under you somewhere down the road and pay you back for that, but if that happens, so be it, But no, man, you did, like I said, you didn't get the result last week, but you were fast. And again this week, then you turn up and you get the finish here. Congratulations, man. Welcome to this league.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome. Last week, this is my first time in the league, so I'm not used to the fast repairs. I tried to save it last week on that first pit. I didn't realize I had as much damage as I did, and that kind of put me behind from the start.
Yeah, well, it's all a learning process, when to use those things, when not to use them, and a lot of that is by feel. You just got to kind of guess how much damage the truck has, and sometimes you're going to guess wrong and not use your fast repair. Sometimes you guess wrong and use it, and then you need it later. You just never know. But
yeah,
but yeah, you are clearly a quick driver, and it's going to be fun to watch you this season. And you couldn't ask for a better group of guys to learn some league type strategy from. Because this is different, as than racing officials. This is a whole different kind of racing here.
Oh yeah.
So. But, good
definitely. And I want to thank the sponsors, too, the ALC Contractors, Buchanan Resort, Spa Auto Sales, Allen Tillery Chevrolet, Bob Moore Mazda, Motormouth, and Heart to Heart for everything that goes on and anyone else that has a part in it. I'm just grateful to be a part of it.
Awesome.
Also, Silence Poet. I have a book out on Amazon, my own book of poems called Silence Poet Volume 1, available on Amazon.
Really? That's
Yes.
cool. We got us a poet, and we didn't even know it. Okay, I couldn't resist. Sorry, I couldn't resist. That's really cool. Give it. What's your book's called again, real quick?
It's called Silenced Poet, Volume 1 on Amazon by Lucas Wright.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations. That's cool. Good to see we got somebody with some artsiness in them. That wouldn't be me, but hey, man, congratulations again. And,
hey, what y'all are doing on the radio every week, that is art. Y'all are performing art every week when y'all make us look good.
Well,
Thank you, sir. We appreciate that.
I don't even know what to say. You left me speechless there. Thank you. All right, Jake.
Thank y'all.
Oh, wow. Cool stuff, baby.
Yes.
We love these old boys. Lucas, buddy, congratulations on the finish. Appreciate your time. We'll see you at Michigan next week. Jim, buddy, final thoughts.
Oh, man.
Good near in Texas, baby. Well, hell, it's a good one every single week. I mean,
it really
let's just
is.
be honest.
That's the crazy part. It really is, man. I mean, it is. I get tired of saying it because I sound like I'm, some kind of plug or something, but it's true, man. Every single week it's some crazy great race. I mean, it literally is. And I tell you what, I love Michigan because that's my kind of track. Tire wear, multiple grooves. That's going to be another good one. I know already it's going to be a good one, and I can't wait.
I can't wait neither, buddy. I'm telling you. I mean, me and you, we talked about this last week before we went live at Atlanta, and we look forward to doing these races with the heart-to-heart guys, and we really mean that. We're not screwing around. We're not BSing anybody. We're dead serious. We absolutely love this league. We love these guys, and obviously we know that they love us, and it's a mutual love, obviously. That's a big, big thing. And like you said, Jim, it makes us want to keep coming back to see these guys, and they always put on a fantastic show. So, hell of a job, Trevor Quessenberry. He's going to try to go for 3 in a row at Michigan. That's going to be a tall task. Try to figure that out. We'll see how it does next Sunday night. That's going to do it for this broadcast here on Motormouth Broadcast. I got to thank all the great sponsors here with Heart to Heart, obviously. ALC Contractors, Buckhead Resort, Spa Auto Sales, obviously Allen Tillery Chevrolet, Bob Moore Mazda, sponsors right here with Heart to Heart Motorsports, and obviously the Roasted Record, one of the great sponsors here as well. Jim, some of the other sponsors right here with Motormouth Broadcasting, sir.
Yeah, well, obviously, like I said, Roasted Record. Remember, if you love coffee, give them a try. They're doing small batch artisan roasted coffee. You get 20% off your order if you use the code SIM20. And also, Digital Race Engineer. For all you guys out there that use Crew Chief and it frustrates you for one reason or another, from bad spotting to ridiculous, just stupid stuff that it says during the race when it doesn't even matter. To all of those things, Digital Race Engineer is a better version of it. And not to mention, you can completely control your car verbally if you want to. You don't have to turn a dial at any point in time during the race. You can turn your tires on, off, gas on, off, whatever you want. You can do it all verbally. Check them out. Digital Race Engineer. There's a link below. Free. Just go check the site out, and they have a free version. They do have a paid version, which offers some really high-end features, but you can read about that. Just go check them out, man. Great company, and they've been a sponsor here from day one. And I didn't just pick them up as a sponsor. I've been a 2-year paid subscriber to their service, and that's why I contacted them, because I believe in them. So that's about it.
Hell of a way to do it right there, Jim Cunningham. Obviously, thank you very much to all the sponsors, as we mentioned a second ago, for what they do for this league and also for this channel as well. Got to give a shout out to the drivers. I mean, each and every week. I mean, literally, we sound like broken damn records when we say this, but I mean, we're dead serious about this. These drivers, they put on a hell of a show, make our job a hell of a lot easier when they come out here and they do what they do. And you fans, y'all come out big numbers, huge numbers here tonight. I mean, I think at one point, there was like 25, 30 people watching this sucker live right here. So big numbers. Thank you very much to each and every one of you, the fans coming out, big numbers, supporting this great league, supporting this great channel. Yep. And, BJ Lane, all the admin, Scott. Yeah. The Twitch. Yes. Yeah, Twitch channel. Yeah. Hell, I forgot all about that. That's the first time I heard about a Twitch channel here.
Yeah, we're on Facebook. We're on Facebook and Twitch. Facebook does really well. But, I never really promote the Twitch thing, and I haven't really tried to grow the Twitch thing. But if people could just give us a follow, it would get this kind of content out to more people, and it would serve everybody great, and it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe to us, even if you're not a big Twitch fan yourself. No big deal. Just give us a little quick follow, and we're good to go.
Quick follow and good to go. So all the streaming platforms, thank you very much to the fans. BJ Lane III, Scott Cassidy, Bobby Joe, all the admins over at Heart Motorsports Truck Series. Trusted us, loving us, allowing us to be ourselves and entertain you, the fans. From my good buddy, Big Jim Cunningham, co-commentating and producing. I'm the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves. Said as always, say, be safe, be kind, be fast. Trevor Quessenberry, he's got school tomorrow. Got to get that damn test done, get that homework in. But he is a two-time winner with the Heart to Heart Motorsports Truck Series. He's going to try to go for 3 in a row at a drafted track. Michigan, going to be up in Kid Rock Country. Oh, baby, it's going to be a good one next Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time live and only on Motormouth Broadcasting. We will see you there.